Hello everyone. Can you hear me? So today we had ADP non-farm employment data, which we had at 6:45, and I also made a reel about it. If you want to know about it, then you can go on my Instagram and you can check that out. Someone just let me know if you can hear me. Hi Soumya, I saw your interview. You were great. Thank you. Which one? At 6:45 we had the ADP. Right now I'm using Market AI. As you all know, this is my pre-market tool. Let's see what we have for today. Let's quickly see what is my daily bias. We have another news, which is PMI at 8:30 p.m. So keep that in mind. It is also a red folder news. Support and love from Goa. Thank you so much. Also, if you go back to yesterday's zones, which I had marked, I had exactly marked this level, the rectangle. This one was the area which I had marked. If you can recall from the previous session, just a sec. So right after that, you can see the price tapped the zone which we had discussed and marked and gave us a very nice fall from there to the next demand area. I was able to book a lot of profits in this particular fall, and I hope you guys were able to do it as well. The market opened at 8 p.m. and then the price gave me an entry signal in my order flow software. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. I have the Orderflow bootcamp, so make sure that you join that so that you can understand more about how I use my Orderflow software and how I take entries on that, so that you'll be able to understand it better. So this is where I was able to take the trade, which gave me somewhere around 1:3, which is a pretty good one. Siddharth Bhatia, I have a question. Yes, ask. Why don't you trade gold and BTC? I do trade gold and BTC, but I just like to trade ES. Otherwise, no, I do trade gold. I do trade BTC and Ethereum as well. But my main focus when it comes to day trading is on ES. Okay, so the daily bias, Euro USD, this is how it looks. Gold looks like this. Today's key releases include Eurozone PMI, ADP, non-farm payroll, which is over. ISM services, this is what we have at 8:30. And crude inventories, ECB President Lagarde speech is also scheduled. Okay, so the main thing which we have left is ISM services. So make sure that you are trailing your stop losses or not trading during 5 minutes before the news and 5 minutes after the news. PMI has been stable at the same level from a while now. So let's see what happens today. So if you look at the market AI indicator, currency market summary, we can see that the forex markets show mixed sentiment today, with US dollar broadly under pressure. USD weakened broadly today, pressured by Fed outlook and tariff uncertainty. Okay, so keep that in mind that USD is bearish today. So that is something you can keep in mind. And if you guys also want to check out this website Market AI, then make sure that you are using the coupon code Soumya for a discount. Sometimes when we mark good and important points and the market reacts exactly from that point, but if we zoom it in for entry, there is no structure, providing you the entry. So what to do in that particular situation, and the market gives exactly same targets or the points wherever one has marked from that point. See, again, great question. That is exactly what I keep talking about. You need to have a nice entry criteria. If you're going to wait for a structure change, then it might be very late, because when you use time frames like 1 minute or 2 minutes or 30 seconds, then it is going to really, it might not give you the best win rate, and it might not give you the best risk to reward ratio, I'll say. So that is why I'm saying that if you learn order flow and if you take your entry, you mark your zones as you do, however you do using price action, mark your supply and demand. And whenever you are entering the trade, then make sure that you are using footprint charts and entering after the footprint chart closes. And I will discuss this in detail tomorrow. I had put a story a week back that tomorrow, which is 4th December, I have a boot camp, which is going to be free, of course, for all of you guys, at 4 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I will make sure that I have the recording updated on YouTube as well if you can't attend it. And yeah, again, when you are looking to enter from the zone which you have marked, chances are that there is an impulse move from there and you miss out on the entry, which is why I always suggest that use footprint charts for it. Understood? Thank you so much. You're welcome. Okay, let's see what we are going to do. So you can see that even in the yesterday's session, I had marked this supply on the daily chart, and the price is actually going down from there, which is pretty interesting. So that is one thing. And on the 4-hour time frame, we do not have this. Do we have this? Let me just check if we have this. The low of this candle is 74.75. This is 75.25. Okay, there is no imbalance over here. And according to me, all of this is some sort of liquidity. If I want to take a sell, I would want that these highs are swept before I look for any selling opportunities. That would be the best thing. So I really want that to happen. Let's see if there's a zone above that. Do we have this? No. Okay. So we have a very nice zone. Let me zoom it and show it to you guys. This is the 1-hour time frame, by the way. If you zoom in the daily area which we had marked, we have a supply zone which has not been tapped yet. I'll mark this in another color. Let's mark it in green. So if the price goes there and gives me a sell setup, then that is something I'm really looking to take. Let me see the volume over there. The volume is also pretty good over there. So that is one zone which I have. Even this looks good, but that is a little bit far away from the current price action. Let's see 2 hours time frame if we have some sort of a zone. Yeah, that is the best zone. I'll just mark this and see. I want to see if this was tabbed before. Yes, this was tabbed before. I will delete it. So that is the idea I have for ES short today. I want the price to sweep all this, go here somewhere and then tap and then go down. Hopefully that happens. If the price sweeps this and it doesn't go all the way here, but if it still confirms some sort of a short here in order flow, then I don't mind taking that. Now let's see what are the chances for buys. I'm not so clear for buys. We have nothing on the 1 hour time frame. Let's see 15 minutes. This has been tapped. This also has been tapped. This has been tapped. Honestly, nothing for buys. Maybe if a new demand is created here during the New York Open, the stock market open, if there's a new demand created over here, then I might take it till it reaches up. But totally depends on if it's created or not. Again, something interesting to note, we have equal lows over here. I would ideally want it to be swept. The low of this is 6818. The low of this is 6817.5, 6818. 6818. 6818. So this was actually swept. Okay, it is swept, so I don't care. But yeah, if there's a nice demand, then I might take it. Otherwise, I would wait for the price to go and sweep them and give them a low. If not, let's see, can I trust this? There is a lot of volume here. It is okay to trust this zone too, but you need to understand that there you should have various types of possibilities which might happen. If there is a sell setup here, I will take it with lesser risk if it's convincing, but if there is a sell setup here, then that is something which I would risk more of my money. That is what I have for ES today. Do you have any questions? How to join Orderflow Bootcamp? I'll just share the link on my Instagram. Hey Soumya, how do you trade? Like, do you use FVG, SMC, basic support resistance, or something different? I mark my supply and demand zones on higher time frames to lower time frames, and then I use order flow for entries. Also, kindly tell me your entry criteria includes which time frame. My entry criteria is 5 minutes. Bro takes only short trades. I mean, right now I don't see a good demand zone, so as of now I'm looking for buys, but who knows? See, the last demand which I have is somewhere over here, and that is really far right now. So, but if the price gives me a new demand during the session, I don't mind taking a buy. Yeah, so that is what I have in mind. Okay guys, if you want to if you have any questions, then you can ask me. Make sure that you are joining my bootcamp, Orderflow bootcamp, at 4 p.m. Indian Standard Time tomorrow. I'm sure you'll get to learn a lot of things. And when it comes to what software I use, I will share all of them here, and my Instagram also in the chat. घर वाले ट्रेडिंग कैसे अलाउ करते हैं, जॉब या MBA प्रेशर? Hi Soumya, I learned order flow after watching your videos. It opened me to a different view. I'm so glad. Okay guys, so that's it I have for today. Keep in mind that we have a news at 8:30 p.m. Bye bye.